This version of the myth was written down in the Middle Ages and was set in Cornwall. Tristan's fight with the Moorholt was set on St Samson's Island. St Samson's Church, founded in 900 AD on an ancient pagan shrine, overlooks where the island once was. The story is much older than its medieval interpretation and has been adapted and romanticised down the ages. Tristan's fight with the Moorholt is said by some to be a metaphor for ancient Celtic beliefs.
Pre-Christianity, the religion of the Celts was an earth religion, a calendar religion, and at certain points in the calendar it was essential. You went through particular rituals to ensure the calendar kept turning. The year went by, the old king had to die, the new king had to come through.
Iseult is an Irish princess who is to be married to King Mark, a powerful Iron Age ruler of Cornwall. Myth has it that King Mark's court was here at Castle Door, an Iron Age earth enclosure that was occupied during the 5th century by a leader of some significance. This was once a place of great importance, but the link with King Mark, possibly a mythical king, is weak. Mark sends Tristan to fetch his Irish bride, but it's Tristan and Iseult who fall in love.
Despite her infidelity and overpowering love affair with Tristan, Queen Iseult offers to swear an oath to prove that she is faithful to her husband King Mark. Tristan and Iseult's love is doomed from the outset. They are forced to part.
What's the story doing? It's doing two things, which is why it's such magic. It could be saying that when you have a royal family and a troublesome woman enters it, don't touch her with a barge pole. Men should stay loyal to each other. Or you could read it the other way by saying that arranged marriages are very dodgy products, and that sooner or later, no matter how close the ties of loyalty, no matter how powerful the ties of family, love will find a way and will mess up everything else.
The story reaches its tragic end when Tristan, exiled in Brittany, is dying. Brittany in northern France is also one of the Celtic lands and shares similar culture and landscapes to Celtic Cornwall. Iseult rushes from Cornwall to Brittany to try and save Tristan.
As Iseult the Fair stepped ashore, she heard the bells tolling and the people mourning. Although the Bretons marvelled at her beauty, her face was stone as she took the path to where Tristan lay. She gazed down at his body and her face softened. "Dear friend," she said, "you were always too eager to depart. Could you not have waited a little while for me?" So saying, she lay down beside the dead man, and as she clasped him to her, she felt her grief vanish into light, as she too gave up her soul.
This tragic love story, which was originally set in Cornwall and Brittany, has had a huge influence right across Europe on art, music and literature over many centuries, but especially as part of the Romantic movement of the 19th century. Tennyson's poetry, Wagner's opera and Romantic illustrations all owe their success to the Iron Age myth.
Essentially, these figures are deities. They're demigods. Mark is the old king, Tristan's the new year coming through, Iseult is the moon goddess, carries on forever. This is the archetypal love story. It might appear a bit cliched, but it's because it's the first. This is the one the others are all based on. I mean, Romeo and Juliet, that's hundreds of years down the line yet. Tristan and Iseult happened first. It's huge. It is Cornwall's greatest gift to the literary world.
Ancient Celtic myths live on as representations of a past that we feel we have lost. A romantic image of fearless, proud, passionate Celts. An image that we like to identify with.
It is romantic. It is an image of what we want the Celts to be. Or more important, it's an image of what we would like ourselves to be, and therefore we create the Celts.
The myths are part of our creation of the Celts. Their image of a magical Celtic past gives a special sense of identity to cultural spheres in the Celtic lands.
Celtic mythology is so important because it's lasted all these centuries for deep reasons, not just trivial reasons. I know, and many scientists know, that science cannot encompass the really deeper dimensions, the love and the hate and the energy that's contained in these stories. So I think it's important for us to remember that myths carry a particular kind of important truth, and that's why they last.
The truth buried within Celtic myths gives them their strength. These magical tales that tell of supernatural creatures, of lust and love, of gods and goddesses will be with us forever. Celtic myths have left a powerful mark on the Celtic landscapes, but more importantly, they are precious vessels that contain hidden secrets of the ancient Celts, giving us valuable glimpses into the lives of our ancestors.